Hey Taurus, this is Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. So per many requests, here I am doing your whole story reading for July 2020. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna actually start shuffling here for you. I like to shuffle on camera. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. The whole story reading is a reading in which I use the entire deck, including the entire clarifying deck. So, because it's a general reading, some of the some of the messages may apply to you, others may not, and for some of you, the entire message can apply to you. All right, let's get started with the shuffling. Shuffle. Okay. All right. The reason I like to shuffle on camera is so that you know that I'm not rigging the deck. I will not be calling the cards out because you can see them as I lay them out. Okay, and again, this is for Taurus, July 2020. Messages for Taurus. Last shuffle. All right, Taurus, let's get started. Wow. Okay, we can see all of those there. So I'm sensing a lot of change for you, Taurus. Brand new beginnings. You're manifesting a new cycle into your life. But I do feel like this has been sort of you've gone through like a healing process. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, just give me a moment while I put them all out. I'm feeling like there's somebody that's been on your mind for a while. You've been struggling to let someone go emotionally. All right. So let's get started. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, I feel like in the past, like I said, something happened between you and another person. I feel that there was deceit. Okay, so either, depending on who you are, it's a general reading, like I said, so could be an infinite amount of scenarios here, but Seven of Swords in reverse. With Three of Cups in reverse can certainly talk about like infidelity that there was in a relationship. You may have been involved in some kind of third party situation, or somebody involved you in a situation and you didn't know. So take it however it resonates. But it doesn't have to be that. Okay, so it could be any sort of deceit, manipulation, sneakiness, that kind of thing. So I do feel that it sort of came as a surprise to you that this person was capable of doing this. So whatever it was that they did, it really shook you up. It broke you, it kind of broke you. And I feel like there was a lot of sadness attached to whatever that was, and a period of healing. Okay, a period of but I feel like the healing was mostly to your benefit, in the sense that it brought on a lot of clarity that you didn't have before, not just about that situation in particular, but just in general, about who you were, your value, your worth, and the direction that you really wanted to take your life. Okay, because I do see that you have been on a path where I'm getting the sense that you feel like you were abandoned by some people. So somebody may have ghosted you, or it may have been multiple people who stepped out of your life, and you've had some time to heal from this and to move forward. And I feel like what this did was, like I said, bring you the clarity that you needed to start a new cycle where you are much more focused on your own success, your own well-being. And as a result of this period of healing, you have come into higher awareness, new ideas. And this is almost like a karmic gift, is what I'm getting here. There was like a karmic gift given to you in the form of spiritual enlightenment through a very painful process of feeling left out in the cold, neglected, rejected, lied to. Okay? But this is the start of a new cycle that is much more positive, because you are in a better mind frame, in a better mindset. So let me see here. So I do see that you have emotionally let go of a situation with someone that you had a bond with, that you had affection for, is what I should say. This person, it could have been a water sign, but not necessarily, but I am seeing here water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If it's not a water sign, I don't really like to call out signs when I'm doing the whole story reading, because every single card comes out, so all the signs are present. But I feel here that there was just an immense amount of emotional disappointment and sadness as a result of whatever they did. Okay, so you were feeling really bad about yourself. But again, with the Justice card, we have the King of Pentacles, so your energy there with the Justice card in reverse. So you were the person who was wronged. But again, Justice is a card of karma. And so, like I said, everything balances out. So somebody wronged you, or you were wronged by multiple people perhaps. This shook up your world completely. But it's almost like this was in the cards, this was literally in the cards. Like, this was a karma that had to happen for your own benefit. You needed a shake-up. Okay, to create a more positive sense of who you were, to create a more confident Taurus. I also see that career opportunities and the correction, the direction of your career is amazing, amazing. But I will say that, how can I put this? I feel like you've let go of whoever it was that wronged you. Like, you don't expect them or necessarily want them back in your life, but there is still feeling there that you keep thinking about. Okay, so they may pop up in your head pretty often. Yeah. Okay, let me see what else we have here. So I feel that, the relationships that you are getting into now, or the people that you have around you now, are really like your soul tribe. You have found a way to cut ties with the people who never really resonated with you. As painful as that was for you to let some people from your life go, you realize that they never belonged in your life to begin with. And so the people that you are currently connected to, you actually really belong with. Okay, you work well together. There's peace, there's harmony, there's balance there. So there has been a complete transformation, and I don't think that it's over yet. I feel like there's still more to come. Yeah. I'm kind of seeing somebody now. It very well may be this person who deceived you, but it may be somebody else. But I feel like there's someone coming back into your life, someone who is like going out on a limb. They want to maybe offer an apology, um, tell you what they really feel for you, and I feel like their feelings are pretty strong. We have the Knight of Cups here, and with the Six of Wands, which Six of Wands can be very, a very passionate energy, especially with that Lovers card there. So again, I feel that somebody is going out on a limb to let you know how they feel about you, to let you know that they do value you, they do finally see your value, and they are going to express this. And I feel like this situation, whoever this person is, when you dealt with them in the past, you were brokenhearted. You don't see this person coming back. You don't think that they will. Or that they may come back very unexpectedly. But this person caused a moment in your life where they may have made you feel like completely worthless. Or, when they left your life, you were in a very dark place. That's what I'm kind of getting here. But their return is a sort of victory for you. Now, I'm not saying that you want them back, so that may not be the case. Like, you may not want to see this person, you may not want to talk to them, but the fact that they're coming back telling you what they really felt for you, regardless of their actions, or maybe they never told you how they felt about you, because they're taking a risk to let you know this. And this somehow feeds your ego, to be quite honest. It feeds your ego, or it gives you a sense of victory, a sense of validation, okay? From that time when they made you feel completely worthless. So I do feel that this person coming back, they do, I do feel like you're going to consider allowing them back into your life. At the very least, you're going to at least consider it. It's going to be an option out there for you. But I feel here that, again, you are much stronger than you were when you dealt with them last. And so that pain that they left you, even though you've healed from it, it's still very much on your mind. This is not something that you're just going to forgive and forget. No. there's definitely resistance, and they no longer have the power over you that they did in the past. So even though you may consider, maybe you're consider, what I mean by consider is like you're going to hear them out. You're going to hear whatever it is that they want and have to say to you. But I feel like it's more so for you than it is for them. Okay? Now, I will say the Knight of Cups is a very charismatic and sometimes convincing knight. So with the Seven of Cups there, I do kind of see you again considering that option for sure. So the Seven of Cups is clarified with the Ace of Wands, and I really was focusing on that rabbit, which makes me think of like sexual situations. And so I do feel like there's a lot of passion still between you and this person. And when you are around them, that sexual attraction is what may make you consider, taking this a little bit further. However, I feel like the more that you talk to them, the more that you deal with them, and it is important for you to not fall back into your old patterns, to remember who you are now. Remember how worthy and how special you are with this Empress card representing Taurus. And so there is a need here for you to take your time. We have the Hangman, which in this deck is called Suspension. And then we have the Sun and the Four of Swords. So what I'm seeing here is for you to take your time now with this perspective of you having a lot to bring to the table, having a lot of worth and knowing that worth, taking the time to really think about this. Don't just go on impulse, because this Seven of Cups with the Ace of Wands is total impulse and fantasy. And I feel, right in the middle of that, in the middle of this particular line is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Two of Cups. Okay? So it's almost like on one side you have fantasy and attraction, impulse, that kind of thing. And then on the other side we have the memories, okay, because we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it's like you let go of that burden of you feeling worthless, of you feeling like you were this person's doormat. You let go of that. You are now the Empress. And so on this side is more like your higher self. Okay? So it's almost like you're going to be in a battle. And it's interestingly enough, we do have that Five of Wands there. So yeah, this person coming back, I see you much stronger and able to face them, but there is still going to be that battle between the sense of attraction. Very, very intense attraction to the point where it can blind you, okay? Because Seven of Cups is like confusion. But you have what it takes to see things very clearly. Just give yourself the time. Don't act on impulse. And I do see you doing that because look, in the bottom line here, we have the Queen of Swords with the Magician in reverse. So the Queen of Swords sees the truth. She sees through the BS. And that's why it doesn't take action, doesn't allow for this situation to fully manifest. Because we do have the Lover's card here with the Knight of Wands. So you're well aware, okay, the Queen of Swords being right there, you're well aware that all that this would be is a very superficial connection, very temporary, superficial sexual connection. And so we have the Eight of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy, and you're just walking away from that. Why? Because you have full clarity. Ace of Swords. Two decks, same card. Very strong there. So it shows me that you see the truth. You have absolute full clarity. You're over feeling rejected. This person rejected you in the past. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Cups. So this tells me there was a rejection. There was a time when you felt that this person just completely turned their back on you. Again, they could have ghosted you in some cases here, but general reading, so that may not be the case. But, take it as it resonates. But you no longer feel that way anymore. You don't feel like you missed this person. You don't feel like you lost anything when they left. And you are just waiting to receive the fruits of your labor, because you've been working hard. You've been working on yourself. You've been working hard in general. And that's what you're focused on. You're focused on the future. Yeah. So Knight of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Whoever comes to you or toward you with the same old lies, the same old story, the same old lines and mind games, you just don't have time for it. All they're going to get from you is a frustrated Taurus. And nobody wants to be around a frustrated Taurus, because they can become quite dangerous. You don't want a bull charging at you because you got on their nerves. Okay? So let's see what else we have here, Taurus. It really feels, it's like the victory is going to be sweet here. Okay? It was long coming. It was building up, because there was so much pain that you went through. But it feels like a victory just to see this person coming back to apologize to you and to acknowledge that they lost a good thing. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a family member, a friend, whoever it was that didn't see your value and took you for granted. What else? See here. For some reason, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again because it's coming up here in the same line. I have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there's a strong water energy present here. Now, we also have 2 tens. So I feel like there is going to be a big change in ending with a water sign person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you may have had trouble, again, letting go of in the past with the Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse also sometimes I see as someone coming back. So again, it could be a water sign coming back. If it's not a water sign, it's just somebody that you had a very emotional connection to. I'm seeing also, again, career is coming up as amazing. I feel that some of you are going to be promoted, or you're just going to be very well respected in whatever field you're in. But I do see a lot of work coming toward you, so you're going to be very busy probably for the month of July. A lot of work, but there's also a lot of reward that comes along with that. I'm getting the sense here that there's a lot of people around you who need help. Okay, so maybe it's like financial help. You are in a position where you can help someone. Or not just like one person. I'm getting like multiple people. I don't know who these people are, but I kind of sensed that over here as I was putting these cards down, and then I put these down and a bunch of people came out. So I got the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. Here you are, you're the only one here in the upright. And then right next to you is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like you are able to lead others. I feel like there's people who are in need, not just financial, but also, I am getting a sense of financial though. So I do feel like you're helping someone financially, but not just in that way. Also like spiritually, or like you are a person that people look to for inspiration, is what I'm picking up here. And you're almost like you're talking people off the ledge. I don't know why I'm getting that. But yeah, with that Nine of Swords in reverse here, it's like you see things so clearly. You see things in a much more spiritual way. So you don't worry. Okay, so this is making sense here. Let me just come back to this because I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me put all the cards down. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, yeah. Somebody from the past is for sure coming back. Because I have, remember I told you that Six of Swords in reverse, sometimes I see as someone coming back. It's clarified by the Six of Cups in reverse. And we are in a Mercury retrograde, so for sure, somebody's coming back from the past. All right, let's see. You're turning somebody down. And again, I'm getting a lot of work. You're going to be very busy this month, Taurus. You actually there may be like, like a change in direction in your career is very possible for some of you. And this is a result of like a big decision. So there may be like a major shakeup at work, but whatever is happening, it's happening in your favor. Wow, your intuition is super strong. See that? Okay. Makes sense. All right, let me get back to that. I always get stuck here for some reason, so it's this line here feels very powerful. Okay. All right. So what I see here, that water sign. I feel very strongly, even down here, I'm getting a water sign. So I'm going to stick to that. I may not apply to all of you, but it certainly will apply to a good number of you because it's pretty strong. There's going to be a big change in a relationship with a water sign. Or again, it could be just be somebody that you have a very strong emotional tie to. I feel like this is the month where you finally are able to put that experience with that person behind you. Just close it out. There's a closing of a cycle this month. But it's not sad. Okay, so I kind of feel like there was an ending. Okay, so there was some type of ending with this person in the past, but that ending was very painful. this time around, it's coming back around, right? With Six of Swords and Six of Cups, both in reverse. It's a situation that's from the past that's coming back around for a final closure. And that's exactly what's going to happen, is the final closure. But you are coming out of it feeling much more fulfilled, happier, um, with just a sense of pride and peacefulness. Okay, so I don't necessarily feel like there's going to be any animosity between you and this person. There may actually be a healing of sorts, but a severance nonetheless. Okay, so that's that with that situation. Now again, I feel here that your career, now this piece here, I don't necessarily feel is happening in the month of July. I feel like things are starting to pick up for you career-wise, and you're starting to see changes, okay, very positive changes. But there's something even bigger coming for you that hasn't arrived yet, okay, but it's in the works. It's like you are about to take off, explode. Um, there's just new opportunities coming for you that you've dreamed of, you wished for. This has to do with you being in a leadership position, taking control of a situation. For some of you, it's like a new business, your own business, where you are the boss, or you are becoming a boss in wherever you work at. Okay, so there's that. So again, I see, and that's the start of a new cycle as well, here with all of these tens. So there's endings. So some of you may actually let go of a job, but it's going to be for a much better one that you've always dreamed of. But again, I don't necessarily feel that will happen in July, but it's coming. It's getting ready to come. Okay, let's see here on this line. Yeah, see, we have Ten of Swords clarified by the Ten of Swords. So again, very, very strong message there that there is an ending, a definite ending. And the reason I say definite is because right under it is the Judgment card. Judgment is like, there's no going back. That is the final decision, is to cut somebody out for good. And that's clarified by the Eight of Cups. So you are walking away from this person who hurt you in the past, but you're walking away with a good feeling in your heart. The reason being is because I do feel that even though this person, they are sincere, I will say this, they are sincere in their feelings for you. However, I feel like this person has some kind of issue. I don't know if it's a personality issue, a psychological issue, an emotional issue, whatever it is. It causes them to not know how to behave in relationships. It causes them to not want to be vulnerable, and to want to play mind games. It's like, it's these people that are so insecure that the only way that they know to make themselves feel secure is to make other people feel bad about themselves. So when they are around someone who may intimidate them by their strength, their character, their beauty, their intelligence, whatever it is, if they're intimidated by that person, they will, even on a subconscious level, try to break that person down, okay, with insults, but not direct insults, like a passive aggressive sort of energy. So that's what I'm seeing here, and I feel like you pick up on that, and that's where you fight back. I feel like before they had power over you because you may have been, in some cases, head over heels in love with them. In other cases, if it's not like a romantic connection, they were just somebody that had a very special place in your heart, and so they were able to take advantage of that. But now that you have had this chance to give yourself the space to heal, I feel like you've become so very connected with your intuition, and I'm seeing that down here as well. that you just pick up on their energy, you pick up on people's vibes, and that makes you make that final decision to say, you know what, this person is never going to make me happy. They're never going to give me what I want, what I deserve. And so, King of Swords with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I'm not buying what they're selling. Yeah. And you make that decision very confidently. There is a moment you take a pause to think about it. I will say that. Because again, the emotions between you are undeniable. Both ways. Okay? Regardless of how they treated you. It's almost like they don't know how to love others. And so it really was their loss here. On this line here, I'm seeing again very much so the work situation. So again, there may be a big decision to change your career, to change the course of where your career was headed, or just new opportunities to do new things are coming up for you, making you very, very busy this month. That is what I'm seeing. So I'm kind of feeling, I will say this, okay, so remember I told you some of these things are not going to pan out in the month of July. The Temperance card has caught my attention twice now since I started your reading. So I'm going to say that there may be a change in direction. Like I feel like these opportunities are starting to pop up for you, but there may be some type of change during the time of Sagittarius. Possible for some of you, okay? Let me see here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, again, remember we saw that Knight of Cups coming toward you. That is this water sign or water type energy that is coming back from your past, and it's clarified by the Six of Pentacles, or Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So, which means that this person, this love that they're offering is like a reciprocation of love that you had offered in the past. However, because of your sense of clarity now, not just in who they are, but what will make you happy, what it will take to win you over, you're very clear on that now. What it's going to take to win you over. And so their attempt, yeah, there's going to be a choice here. Okay, so whatever they're offering you, the choice that you make is to turn them down. Their attempt to get you back is going to be unsuccessful. They're going to be met with obstacles. It's not going to be easy for them. They may have this idea that because you loved them so much in the past, that all they have to do is come waltzing back into your life, and you're going to surprise them. Okay, let me see here. Okay, yeah. The thing with this person is that you just don't see the long-term potential with them. They're just not that type of person. They're very wishy-washy. They're very non-committal. They may lead with like sexual energy, which for you is going to be a major indicator that, that's probably all that they want. And I kind of would have to agree. I don't feel that they realize that, I don't get the sense that this, like I said, they do have feelings for you. Their intent is to express those feelings, but I just don't feel that this is a type of person who sticks in a relationship for too long. Let me put it this way. This could be the type of person who can be quote unquote married for decades, but their interest is going to wander, okay, because they basically don't know how to love, because there's an issue within themselves. There's some kind of trauma or insecurity that they have not been able to heal yet. And so you see this in them. It's very clear to you. I'm also seeing you may be able to offer somebody like guidance or direction as to like how to get their shit together. I just feel like there's someone around you or people around you who, well, for some people it's like they may be a bit down, you know, which is understandable. There's a lot of people right now who are kind of depressed or sad, or you know, because of all the stuff that's going on. And so it's almost like you are a shoulder for them to cry on, or somebody who is in support, okay, emotional support or spiritual support. But I also feel that there's someone who is I'm about to say like unstable, but it's not really the word that I'm looking for. It's just someone who just doesn't have the confidence to go for what they want, or to even set any goals, because they just don't think that they will ever follow through, or that they will ever be able to accomplish, or that kind of thing. And I feel like you serve as an inspiration to someone like that in your life. It can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but again, it doesn't have to be. This could be someone who just lacks motivation or lacks drive, or just direction. They need like a grounding force, and who better than a Taurus to be that in someone's life. But I do get here, your intuition is really helping you help others. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so here I'm getting the message again of someone coming back, someone who was at a distance from you, separated from you. They could have ghosted, but you had some unfinished business with them. You were not talking to this person. Whoever this was, there was no communication. So this person does come back. They take the chance to come back to try to talk to you. But what they find in you, Taurus, is that they just cannot penetrate that field of protection that you've created for yourself. And it's not like a field of protection that you've created out of fear. It's just a sense of, look, Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is very much like a very independent type of energy, and Four of Pentacles is stable, sturdy, also rigid. Okay, so this is an energy of like, I don't need you. I may want you, but I don't need you. And that is what intimidates this person. Because like I said, this person is the type of person who feels that the only way they can keep people around them is by lying and manipulating and belittling, you know, making you feel bad about yourself. But that doesn't work with you anymore, because you know your worth and you're not going to budge from that. And so, yeah, okay, let me see here. The fact that they cut off communication with you and that you felt rejected by them, it was enough. It was like the nail in the coffin. You're not going to go back to being the same person that you were to somebody who did that to you and made you feel that way. And so you gave up. You gave up fighting for this connection. And you are, even though, so we have the Strength card here. The Strength card, it is a card about courage and whatnot. and ego as well. But it's also a card of passions. In some decks, it is called passion. Um, Especially next to the Two of Cups. Again, I'm picking up there was a lot of passion between the two of you. If it's romantic, then it's, sexual connection, attraction, passion. If it's not romantic, then it was just possibly like an explosive relationship. So you either really loved being around one another, but at times, like when you fought hard. You loved hard and you fought hard. It was that type of passionate connection, regardless of the type of connection that it was, romantic or not. But now knowing what they are capable of and how they're capable of just turning their backs on you without giving a shit, it's enough to just... Strength card is also about resisting temptation. You are going to resist this Two of Cups. You feel that. You feel the Two of Cups. You feel the love. But you also know that this person has the ability to be a major asshole. And that's exactly what they were to you. And you are not going to forget that. All right, Taurus, let's close this up. So I'm really getting the sense that not just this person, but obviously with this King of Swords, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, all of these people, there's a lot of people here who are seeing how much you really enrich their lives. And you're aware of it as well. That is what's giving you the confidence to know that you may want them, but you don't need them, that's for sure. Oh, how interesting. Okay. Wow, okay. So, to close this up, we start off here with the Six of Cups again. So we're talking about that situation from the past. It's clarified by the Devil in reverse. So I feel like this, okay, Six of Cups is a soulmate card. And whenever I see this pair, soulmate card with the Devil, I get very much karmic soulmate ties. Okay, so the karmic cycle is over. You have broken that karmic cycle. And that is, like I said before, that person is coming back so that you can close this cycle for good. And that's what's happening here. And you're using your intuition. You're not using, you're not going off of just your emotion like perhaps you did in the past. This is not about just logic, what makes sense. This is about what you really feel in your soul, like down to your bones. And you are not going to budge from that. If your intuition is telling you that this person is not for you, and they're not really there for you, and they won't be there for you, no. You're good where you are. This is about you staying put and sticking to your guns. That's what I see happening here, because there is this Knight of Swords in reverse, meaning a liar. Somebody who lies, somebody who just skips town on you, doesn't call. You don't really know who they are. They don't really even know who they are. And you're fighting back. You're saying, no, not this time. Not going to be here for you. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, so a choice. A choice is made with the Emperor card for you to take back control of your life. And whenever the Emperor is near this Devil in reverse, that's exactly what happened. You're taking back the control. You're not allowing somebody to manipulate you anymore. You're done with it. You have matured to the point where people are coming to you for advice and guidance. Nine of Wands in reverse with the Strength card in reverse. Remember, we talked about all that passion. You're letting it go. It's just not enough. Passion is, it's pretty much a dime a dozen. I mean, you can find that. It's plentiful in this earth. They won't be the only ones. And so that's why you recognize that they won't be the only person that you're ever attracted to, that ever makes you feel this way. No, there's more to life than that. And so we have this new beginning now, the Page of Wands with the Star card. Okay, a new beginning. This is healing. I do feel like there is a conversation that may take place that leads to healing, because again, I feel like the cycle closes, but it doesn't close on a sour note the way that it did in the past. We have the Five of Swords with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this person is going to try to convince you, so just be aware of that. I feel like there's definitely going to be back and forth conversations. They're going to continue to try. It's not going to be a situation where you just say no and they say, oh, okay, and they walk away. They're going to continue to try. That's what I'm seeing there, to try to change your mind. But at the end, we have here that Nine of Pentacles again with the Knight of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, which is all your energy. This is like, I know what I have to offer, and I'm in it for me now. I'm not in it to just give it away and then not receive anything in return. So you may be considered by some people like a little bit selfish, but I think this is very much what you needed to do for you. You gave too much of yourself in the past and you got burned. And the good thing is that you learned from it. Absolutely. So it really feels like a positive reading for you. I think you're going to get a lot of satisfaction with this person coming back. It's not going to be something that will bring you like a sense of dread. Maybe at the beginning, because you don't know what they have up their sleeve. But again, your intuition is so strong, and you're going to feel that. You're going to feel their vibe, and you're not going to be afraid to confront them about it and to call them out on their bullshit. So Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your whole story reading, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye, guys. I love you.